quite sure if all my comments are going to come over here or if I'm going to have to watch this other one too. So we shall see. We shall see. So my name is Becky Arnett or Carmus, and we're going to be playing around with size B transfers tonight. That's our 8.5 by 11s. So before we talk a little bit about the size B transfers, today's Monday, guys. Today is week number 3 in our Black Friday sales going on. So if you haven't had the opportunity, jump over to my online store, chalkcouture.com/craftsbybecky2. Click store, shop, I think it's store or shop, and then you want to go into Black Friday sales and see what's on sale. We've got some stuff that's up to 50% off. So that started today, and we're in week number 3. So I'm trying to just make sure I'm getting all my comments here. Keeping an eye in my business page as well as the group. Maybe I should tell it all comments. Okay, so I told you about the Black Friday sale. So our size B transfers are 8.5 by 11. So I've got some Christmas transfers out. We've got Santa Claus is coming to town, and then it's got cookies for Santa. I think that would be super cute, maybe on like a metal tray or something for the cookies for Santa. We've got this cute one here that says for Santa, and I forgot my chalk marker, didn't I? So to Santa, the North Pole, and it's got some stuff for you to kind of make it look like a letter. So both of those are size B transfers. They're 8.5 by 11. This one I think is super cute too. I run on coffee and Christmas cheer. Or if you're not a coffee drinker, you can change that to cocoa. If you're a cocoa drinker, I run on cocoa and Christmas cheer. How super fun is that one? So it's kind of torn between some of those, so I just grabbed them all, and there's tons and tons and tons of size B transfers, but I just grabbed a few. And so one of the ones we're going to put it on is our, this is our door tag. Our door tag is a wood surface. On the actual wood surface, it tells you that this is wood. It's intended as a one-time surface, and it's recommended that you wax and fuzz really good. Take our wrapper off of here. I did get my wax out tonight. Last night, over on my business page, I didn't have my wax out because it was still in my bag from the last workshop I attended. Actually, I had 3 jars of wax. So here's our wood surface. Now, I said it's a one-time surface, but if you look, you could really create something on both sides. So really, instead of one time, it could be a two-time. You can have something on one side, flip it over, and do something on the other side and hang it on your door, right? Super, super duper fun. Now, it is also wood. There's ways around wood. You can always sand it off. You could always paint it, and then you can reuse your surface again. Just another idea for you. And then tonight, we're also going to be putting it on a Sylvie board. This is a 9 by 12 Sylvie board, which I love. It's got like the white dry erase, and it's got the black frame. A little bit of distressing on here. Now, guys, the Sylvie boards are now retired. I don't know if you guys know that, especially since you're over on my business page as well as the party group tonight. These are now retired. I've got 4 left in my stock, okay? So if this is something that you want to grab, make sure to let me know, because like I said, I've got 4 of these still left before I'm out of those. So we're going to do a project on that as well. And I want to kind of show you a couple of different surfaces. We've got pallet boards. So this is a pallet board. This is a 9 by 12 pallet board. So it's kind of like I don't know if you can see the little pallets that are nailed together. And then this is the other side for this one. It does sit on counters really good. It's not really going to hang unless you put some hooks on both sides, unless you do something this way, and then it would hook here. Okay, so that is our pallet boards. Now, we've got this in a couple of different sizes. So this is a 9 by 12. And then I want to show you our Sylvie boards. Our Sylvie, I just showed you our Sylvie boards, the Aiden board. Aiden is porcelain coated and it's magnetic. This one we still have in stock. We do have this one in a couple of different sizes. So, it's got the black chalkboard. It's got the really distressed frame if you like that distressing. And it's magnetic. How super fun is that? And we still have these cute little bird cutouts. You can actually get the bird cutouts and do Christmas sayings on the birds. But this one happens to be from our spring collection for that one. Okay, let's get a waxing. Has anybody got any questions as of right now? Trying to look in both my business page as well as the party to see if I'm not missing anything. So we're going to do the door tag. Let's bring you down. Let me show you how to wax. So I've got our surface wax. Looks like I'm missing a light. And then I've got a little buffing. And you're just going to grab a little. You're not going to need a whole lot, just a little. Oh. Unless your finger gets out a little glob of it. And you're just going to put a thin layer of wax on here. Now, we wax wood for a couple of different reasons. Wood's porous. So this is going to kind of help even up those pores in the wood. It's going to help so your transfer doesn't get too, I want to say too sticky, where it just kind of sticks and doesn't want to let go. Overly sticky. And waxing sometimes can also help you in case you were to have like an oops moment. Because wood is one and done. So it's not as forgiving as a chalkboard. Okay, so we've got a thin layer of wax on there. So if you notice, it didn't take a whole lot, just a little bit. Hello, Miss Dana. Welcome to the party. We are hanging out and chalking tonight. So then I just flip my little rag over to the other side and we'll do a little quick buff. And then for this one, I think we're going to do the cute little Santa Claus is coming to town. Did I not put that on? Quiet. Quiet. So on the back of all of our transfers do come with instructions in case you need some instructions. Of course, I've got tons and tons of videos, tutorials to help you out. Let me turn this around so that you guys can see it. Now here's a cut line. So can you see that cut line? So that's intended for you to kind of cut it apart. It's not really detrimental that you cut this one apart, but we're going to cut it. You can cut it two ways. You can just take your scissors and you can cut it completely there. Or these are our transfer trimmers. They've got a long blade. They work really great with our adhesive back transfers. You see, I'm not even really cutting. I'm just kind of getting in that groove and just letting it glide right through that. And that just kind of cut it apart without me actually taking it off my backer sheet. So our transfers are adhesive back. They're reusable. You can get 8 to 12 uses out of it. I think this one would be another cute one. I know we were talking yesterday about transfers that would be really cute on like matching PJs. Does anybody do matching PJs for Christmas? I think this one would be a really good one. Okay, I'm going to kind of put this one down a little lower because I'm going to do a little bit of embellishment up at the top. So I think that looks pretty good. Press it down. You want to make sure you don't have any air bubbles in there. If you do have an air bubble, just kind of lift it up and just kind of work that air bubble out. Let me get back over here to the party. Oh, there's Stephanie. Yes, Stephanie, this is great crafts to do with the kiddos. Great family time. It's a great way to de-stress. So we're going to do this one in Candy Apple Red because that's what color Santee needs to be, right? Grab. I'm going to use one of our exclusive squeegees that I got from Chalk Con. That's our party of the year, where all of us designers get together and we socialize and have a great time. Learn, of course, the business side of it, how to be better in our business, and just hang out with like-minded folks. Super fun. Our next Chalk Con is going to be in Orlando. How fun is that? You love this one, Emily? I do too. It's kind of funny. I was actually looking for the other Santa Claus one that we've got, and I guess I didn't order it. I couldn't find it. If I did get to order it, maybe someone ordered it as well, and I just sent it out with them, perhaps. That might have been what happened, where I ordered it and someone else ordered it from me, and I just sent it on its little way, and I was going to replace it and haven't. But we've got another cute little Santa Claus one, too. So you just want to stay on the transfer. This is wood, so I don't want to kind of get crazy over here where the wood is, because we did wax, so maybe we could take it off, but I don't want to chance it. So I'm going back over it, kind of grabbing all that excess off. See how that excess gets back into my jar. Now these are jars of paste. Now, if you're in the party, like I said, I'm doing a live here on my business page as well as inside the party. The party folks are going to get party special number 2 is going to drop here in about 30 minutes. If you're not in the party and you want to know what the party special is, then just put party special below if you're over on my business page, and I will private message you. How about that? Look at there. Isn't that, look how professional that is, guys. Me and you done it with a transfer and chalk paste. Anybody can do this. If you can put butter on a piece of toast, you can do what I just did right here. Okay, we're going to let this dry because we're going to do some embellishments up here at the top on these door tags. These are so cute to kind of put on your front door. It's also would make some really cute little gifts. Remember, these are reusable transfers. You can get 8 to 12 uses out of it, so you could like add a couple of extra door tags to your order, and you could make a lot of Christmas presents. I done this in no time. I know it. I know I did it. But we're not done with it. We're going to accessorize. I'm going to let it dry a little bit. So let's get out my Sylvie frame. So you want to look on the back of these to see where the hooks are, because you don't want to do a project upside down. That's never fun. And for this one, we're going to do the cute little Santa letter. And I had a chalk marker set out. I think I left it in the kitchen. I may have to go get my chalk marker if I don't have a spare back here, which I don't think I do. So once again, this one's got cut lines again. So can you see where all these white places are? Those are what we call cut lines. So even though this is an 8.5 by 11, it's not going to end up being. Look at all these smaller pieces we're going to end up making. But that way you can kind of move it around and put it where you want it. Ooh, things are falling down. We don't need that palette board anymore, do we? We've already talked about the palette board. So let's grab my transfer trimmers again. I love these transfer trimmers. And I love how you can, now you can cut right through this with regular scissors, but you end up with all these little pieces to the back. I don't know. They just get in my way. I like to keep my my transfer backing sheets large, like they come. So if you do it this way, then when you get done with it, it goes back on this big sheet, and you don't have all the little bitty pieces all over the place. But I had all those little pieces for years. So this really, I think, takes longer to cut these little pieces apart than the actual craft does. You can figure out what pieces in here you want to use. If you want to use all of them, maybe you're wanting to do something small. Like that one was pretty small. So for the party folks, I do invite you over to my business page, Crafts by Baking the number 2. You'll have the link. You can also find that over on my link tree. If I have my link tree posted, that's going to be part of that as well. Over on my business page, it's on Facebook. I do lives twice a week, and then I also play a sprinkle game. You get entered into my little weekly games. I just started back my games actually last night. I ended up having some family issues, so I took like a month off, and now I'm back. And I think this might be my last piece. Okay. Boy, that took a while, didn't it? Okay, so we're going to start with the big piece here. So we've got it all kind of cut apart here where we had all of our cut lines. And then we're going to fuzz a couple of times. Now we're putting this on a dry erase kind of chalkboard. It's our Sylvie frame. So like I said, this surface is now retired, but I do have 4 of these left in my personal stock. So if you want to grab one of the 4, you just need to let me know. So we're going to kind of make this kind of looking out like a letter. So we may have to play with it a little bit to get it to do what we want it to. So here's our little from. Like I said, I've got a chalk marker. I was going to put the from part with my chalk marker. And then we're going to have, I think, a stamp. It's going to go up here in the corner. Because you got to have a stamp to mail it. And you can do this anyway. If you actually go look at the way the catalog has it done, they have it done actually on a door tag. I think we're going to do that layer first because I don't know if I want my little swirlies here to kind of go over the stamp like it would be at the post office, right? You know how it would kind of go over that. So let's just kind of stop there for a second and figure out our colors that we want to do. I think we're going to do this maybe in black. So for our party special, you're going to be able to pick any size bead transfer that you want. And then it's going to come with 2 paste singles. The paste singles are like the little catch-up containers, give or take. It's going to be this size. It's going to come with 2 of them. You get to pick your 2 colors. You can add additional colors on if you want to. And it's also going to come with 1 squeegee. That party special is going to drop over on the party folks group in about 30 minutes. And if you're not in the party, maybe you should be, right? But you can put in the comments, party. Put party or party special. Put party special. And then I will just private message you the party special. And I think we're going to do this over here. Okay, we're going to do a little peel and reveal. You ready? So dry erase boards are awesome because once we're ready to change our design, it's just like a chalkboard. We can erase and reuse. Erase and reuse. Okay, there's my from. And what color do we want to make our little stamp? I guess it's a tree, so let's do it in green, shall we? Do our little Christmas tree up here in green. Of course, you can do it in whatever color you want to. So chalking is so easy. We're using paste, so our paste is non-toxic. Water-based, comes off with water for the dry erase boards anyway. Not so much for the wood tag we started off with. Putting it back here so I can wash it. And this is where we're at so far. It's looking like a letter, isn't it? Doesn't it look like a letter to Santa? Now that's going to have to dry before I can put my little stamp. Fuzz. We're going to put this down on the bottom. And you can pretty much do whatever you want to. You know, this is your craft. I think we're going to do that in red, just because I want this nice and Christmassy. Christmassy. Is that a word? It is tonight. So did everyone have a good day? Looks like Stephanie, we survived the day. I know she was talking about it being Monday and having to make it to the end. Mondays are always hard. This week's going to be better than next week, because next week I get to go over to the hospital and work. Yay. Okay, so there's our red. Let's peel this back. And let's see what else we got on here. We've got some Express. So I'm just kind of using all my little bits and pieces. I think we'll use the Express. We'll figure out where we want to put it. Maybe we'll put it, we need to get that dry first. So let's give this a minute to dry. Let's see if this is dry yet. So we're bouncing back to our first project. So let's give this just a minute to dry and we'll come back to it. We can always use a blow dryer and kind of help it out. But we've got so much to do. So let's work on this one some. So this is our first project that we did on the door tag. So I'm going to show you a really easy way to jazz this up. I know a lot of folks have a hard time making a bow. So we're going to do a cheating bow. I just pulled some cute little ribbon out. Different type of ribbon that I think would kind of coordinate pretty good with this. So I got some burlap that says Merry Christmas. And we're just going to figure out how big of a bow we're going to want. Fold it in half and then cut this on the other end. And I've got a black. I like to do my ribbons probably about 3. just a quick little hack on how to do a little ribbon without actually doing a full-fledged ribbon. So figure out where you want to do your, how you want to sort them together. I think I want the little Santa belt in the center. Okay, so then you're going to pinch it in the center. And all I did is just made 3 strips. That's all I did, 3 strips. And then I think the easiest way to do this is to take a pop cleaner. Just take a pop cleaner. And just kind of put that in the center. And let's run it through the top of her little door tag. And then we're going to kind of fluff them. Now, I like dovetails on the bottom of my ribbon. Some people just do kind of like a little slant. So for that, I just fold it in half. And then I just cut it at a little angle to give me my little dovetail. Looks like Jordan has joined the party. Welcome, Jordan. Has anyone else popped down that I've missed? When you pop on, tell me, hey, let me know you're here. If you missed the live and you're popping on and watching the replay, then just put replay in the comments. So once again, we know that you stopped by to visit. If you have any questions, throw them in the comments for me. Hope you guys are having a great Monday night. Okay, so there's a little dovetails. Then you just kind of tweak them however you want to. So what do you think? So do you think that was a pretty easy little ribbon hack for those that aren't able to make a ribbon? So there's your little hack on how to do it a different way. You know, you're just going to play with your ribbon a little bit. Get it wherever you want it. I'm not doing very good upside down here. Not doing very good that way at all. I think he needs to go up. Let's put him in the center. Okay. Okay, so there's the ribbon. And there we go. So we've got that one jazzed up a little bit. Now, if you think these tails are too long, you can always trim them off and make them a little shorter if that looks a little too long for you. And it may be a little too long. But there you go. There's our little door tag with some ribbon strips. Now let's finish up our letter to Santa. Let's see if our stamp's still not completely dry, so we're going to have to help it out. So anytime you're planning on putting something over another design, you want to make sure that it's completely dry. So we're going to do a little layering on that one. I think I'm going to do express right here. And we'll do that maybe in red. cute. And then we've got the North Pole. See the little swirlies? I want to put the swirlies over here on the stamp because that's where swirlies are supposed to come, so you can't use that stamp again. But now I need to dry this express because it's going to be on top of it. So let's fuzz our little going to get just a little bit of them. I think we'll do this one in black. So does this kind of look like a letter going to Santa? This would also be really cute on like maybe some, does anybody do the, what are them things called? The Santa sacks. This would be really cute on the Santa sacks. Make some Santa sacks. Maybe put some presents underneath the tree with some of these little things on it. Wouldn't that be cute? Oh, so cute. So cute. It's looking like a litter. I'm running out of places over here to put my stuff. Okay, we've got one more left on our cute little transfer, so we'll just go ahead and use it. I don't want the poor little guy to feel like no one loves him. And I think we'll kind of put him maybe down here as a little reindeer. And we'll do him in green because we haven't used the green down there. And then I'm going to get my chalk marker out of the kitchen, and up here at the from part, you know, if you were doing this for your kids, you could put like their name, you could put your family name, and you could put your address if you wanted to. Just using a chalk marker because, you know, this is going to come off when you're ready to change out your decor because it's just like a dry erase board. I'll grab my chalk marker and I'll just put up here from Arnett O'Carmus, and I could put like Crestview, Florida up here and just handwrite that. So what do you think? What do you think of our little letter that we made to Santa? Do you like it? And this is using our Sylvie board, or 9x12 Sylvie board. Like I said, this surface is retired. I do have 4 still left in my personal stock. So if you want to grab one of these awesome dry erase boards, then just throw that in the comments or let me know, and we can kind of personalize something fun for you to be able to do. But I think this would be really cute on those Santa sacks as well. Now, those that are over on my business page, like I was telling you guys, I normally go live twice a week on my business page, and they get to play a sprinkle game. I am sharing this to my business page tonight because I figured I was going to share these Christmas designs with my folks over on my business page as well. So they get to play a sprinkle game because they're on a public page. So if you're on a public page, then you can play the sprinkle game and sprinkle, 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 sprinkle. And I'm going to let you have a sprinkle word of, oh, what is this guy even called? Oh, to Santa. Sprinkle word is hashtag to Santa for my biz folks that want to sprinkle tonight. You get an extra chance to do some sprinkling, and the sprinkle word is to Santa. Super fun. One other thing I want to tell you about, I know we've already been 30 minutes, is we're playing around with size B transfers. That's 8.5 by 11s. Another 8.5 by 11 comes in our Club Couture. That's our subscription program. It's $21.99 a month. You get Happy Mail once a month. This is exclusively for our club members. And you also get 3 pay singles. So you get this and 3 pay singles every month. And they're going to change depending on the holiday and, you know, whatever for monthly inspiration. But this is our transfer for November. So it is a fun Christmas transfer. This transfer is only available for my club members. So if you'd like some more information about our club, is Club Couture. Throw Club Couture below in the comments, and we will do some chit-chatting. Okay, guys, you have a fantastic night, and I will talk to you guys later.